there's a couple on each particular model, the EPTZ 100, the 500 and the 1000, and then the 3100, 3100i, and 36. The dip switches are all the same. They're just in different spots and located in different areas, so we're going to cover that so you have a better understanding. First, we'll go over the EPTZ 100. The EPTZ 100 is configured using the dip switches located on the base of the camera. They are indicated as SW1, SW2, and SW3. SW1 defines the protocol and the baud rate. SW2 defines the ID number for the dome. And SW3 defines the bus termination. Okay, we have a quick screenshot of the manual itself. Okay, and it's defining that in the SW1, the protocol and baud rate are configured by switching on the proper dip switches. These settings must remain consistent throughout the rest of the components for proper interpretability. Okay, so you have to make sure that if you're using multiple PTZs that they all stay on the same baud rate and the same protocol, otherwise you will run into control issues. Okay, SW2 is used to give the address to the PTZ of the dome. The address is what the PTZ camera will be identified for, PTZ, DVR, or keyboard control. And SW3 is used for the last device on the 485 bus to avoid reflections on the bus. This is most importantly when daisy chaining PTZs, the last PTZ in the chain must have the bus termination turned on. Okay, next we have the EPTZ 500 and 1000. Okay, the EPTZ 500, 1000, the dip switches are located on the inside of the dome behind the camera themselves. Okay, and SW1 defines the ID of the dome, and SW2 defines the protocol and the baud rate. Okay, again, this is just a chart showing how the SW1 switch gives an address to the PTZ dome. Okay, and it's important that you address them correctly because that's how it will be defined in the PTZ, DVR, or keyboard. Okay, and this is a screenshot of the SW2. Okay, again, the SW2 controls the protocol and baud rate. You'll see up on the top that 1, 2, and 3 are your protocol, 4 and 5 are your baud rate. Okay, and then down below it will show you the different baud rates available. You have the 96, the 48, the 24, and the 1200 protocols. Okay, this is a screenshot of the EPTZ 3100i, 3100, and 3600. All the camera modules look exactly the same. Okay, and the dip switches are located on the side of each of the cameras. They are indicated as SW1 and SW2. SW1 defines the protocol and baud rate, and on SW1, switch number 8 is your bus termination, again used only in the daisy chain feature, and SW2 defines the ID number for the dome. Okay, for the EPTZ 3100, 3100i, and the 3600, SW1 again is the protocol and the baud rate, and you want to make sure that those proper dip switches are set correctly, and they must remain consistent throughout the rest of the components. And again, like I stated earlier, dip switch 8 on SW1 is considered your termination. Okay, so dip switch 8 here is your termination switch. Okay, and on the SW2 for the EPTZ 3100, 3600, that is the